everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Broncos going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. The first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And some room to work. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Let's go!
Here's Henderson, and he's got some space here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go! Brad 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On play action, they'll throw. and this is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go. Flash round.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
But that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Green, 39. Green.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Henry Anderson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go. 1-0.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go. Green, 38.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Henderson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A first down carry now for Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 38 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. 1-9.
Again, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Back to throw now on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, anyone right there. He's sneaking. Check that guy. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3-19.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Miller with a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 31 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Broncos coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39. No. Check. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Breaks through the contact. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Brad 38.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On the carry is Henderson. There he goes inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
10 yards still left on second down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And Myers able to knock it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he slings one that's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. What? None.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. What? None.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Come on, let's go. Let's
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? None.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go. What? None.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. They'll drop the throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Brinz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They begin with a run by Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit near the 34-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit. Leopard.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll go with Foreman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll run with Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go! Ohio!
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Spencer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Caught left side, Hopkins. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right around the 31. 23 yards on the play. They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. Looking to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here we go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back. So special.